I am Jaya Kagra, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government City College, Nayapur. Today my topic is e-banking. E-banking is nothing but electronic banking. We can also called as internet banking. It means any user with a personal computer and a browser can get connected to his bank's website to perform any of the virtual banking functions. These banking functions can be deal with the internet connection. Without internet connection, e-banking is not possible. The term electronic banking or e-banking covers both computer and telephone banking. In other words, it is said that it is updated online, real time. The system is updated immediately after every transaction automatically. It means when the transactions are deal, they are automatically updated with the help of computer or the telephone banking. Overview of e-banking. Banking in India started in the year 1786 with the General Bank of India being the first one. The Reserve Bank of India came into existence in the year 1935. Become the central banking authority in the year 1965. Banking Company Act passed in 1949. Formation of State Bank of India in the year 1955. Nationalization of 14 major banks in the year 1969. Seven more banks were nationalized in the year 1980. Opening up of economy and implementation of recommendation of Narsimham Committee. All these things where the take place year after year, when the years are going, then the things are changing. The banks were nationalized. Now the banks were developed. They have reached the highest stage where the banking can be possible 24 into 7 with the help of internet. Why is e-banking? So there is a big question mark. Wow, what is the need of e-banking? E-banking is required because today the world is very fast. The differentiation of product from the others, a combination of regulatory and the competitive reasons, stress on the branchless banking, increasing the volumes of banking transactions. It means the transactions are increasing day by day. Each and every person in the society is dealing with the bank. With this, we can say banking is possible with the help of e-banking is very easily providing their customer the effective services on 24 into 7 on time. E-banking in India. So in India, when the e-banking is started, so e-banking in India is started in the year 1991. This is a year where there is an entry of foreign banks. Foreign banks are entered into India in the year 1991. In this year, we can call the globalization takes place. They brought new technology with them. The banking products become more and more competitive because the competition is increasing. The banking is also improved. They are also dealing with the competitive world. Need for differentiation of products and services was felt. The ICICI Bank kicked offline banking in the year 1996. Currently, 78% of its customer base is registered for online banking. So we can proudly say that 78% of its customers are registered with the online banking. So in the year 1996 to 1998 marked the adoption phase. So the electronic banking is adopted by the banks while the usage increased only in the year 1999. owing to the lower online charges, increased the personal computer penetration, and technology friendly atmosphere is created in the year 1999. What are the guidelines for the internet banking? Internet banking policy has been approved by the banks board. The policy fit into the bank's overall information technology and information security policy and ensure the confidentiality of records and the security systems. The policy takes place into account operational risk. Policy clearly lays down the procedure to be followed in respect of known your customer requirements, and the policy broadly meets the parameters laid down in the earlier circular. So all these guidelines are given by RBI to the different banks for dealing the internet banking. What are the facts and figures? The facts and figures about the e-banking, that is electronic banking, is internet population currently 38.5% millions, expected to grow 100 millions by the 2007 to 8. At present, 4.6 millions of these internet banking. This figure is estimated to grow 16 millions by the end of this year, and only 59% of adult population have access to the bank account. This implies that day by day the peoples were unbanked, they are banked with the e-banking. When the business and commerce tend to be the electronic mode, because here the commerce, the trade and services and the business, they are dealing with the electronic. Why not banking? So banking can never be remain isolated. When e-commerce refers to carry on the business transaction electronically, it covers any form of business including banking. So here we can say banking or business or commerce or trade, everything the electronic is implemented. Everywhere the technology is adopted. Product and services. E-banking product and services offered in two tier structure. The basic tier of internet banking product include customer account inquiry, fund transfer, and electronic bill payment. It means the basic internet banking product is that where the customer account inquiry, anything related to customers account, they can inquiry through the e-banking, or if they want to transfer fund to any person, means one person transfer money to other person electronically, they can transfer easily. And the next thing is the bill payment. If they want to pay any bill, it is possible with the help of e-banking. The second or the premium tier includes the basic services plus one or more additional services like brokerage, cash management and credit application, credit and debit card, customers correspondent, DMart holding, financial advisors, foreign exchange trading, insurance, online trading, opening accounts, request and intimation of tax services, e-shopping, standing instructions, investment, assets management services, etc. So all these are the secondary, or we can say the second premium, the services which are possible with the help of e-banking. So in this, the most important services we are using is credit card and debit card payment, or we can say that uh, online tax payment or online trading or e-shopping. Nowadays, e-shopping, that is online shopping, is most popular. Every person is doing the online shopping. So this is one of the most popular thing which is possible with the help of e-banking. Level of services. Level of services offered in e-banking: information only system, electronic information transfer system, fully electronic transactional system. So here, electronic banking, that is e-banking information only, that is electronic information system, is possible with the help of electronic transactions. Tools. What are the tools for e-banking? The tools of electronic banking are ATM, that is automated teller machine, credit cards, debit cards, smart cards, telebanking, and internet banking. So these are the tools which are used for the electronic banking, which are possible with the help of like ATM, debit card, credit card, smart card, telebanking, internet banking. Services. Services and transaction: answering the routine queries, bills payment service, electronic fund transfer, electronic clearing system, credit cards, customer railway pass, investing through internet banking, recharging your prepaid phone, and online shopping. All these are the services of e-banking. Advantages of e-banking. So these are the few advantages of e-banking. Round the clock banking means 24 into 7 the e-banking is available. Convenient banking. Convenient banking is the banking which, because this is available whenever the person is free, they can utilize the services of banking, so that we can call it as a convenient banking. Low cost banking. In this, there is no cost required. Person can sit on one chair and do the banking services and avail the facility. Profitable banking. This is a profitable banking because the person is not moving from one place to another place, and the work is possible with the help of our required and convenient time. So we can call it as a profitable banking. Less cost services. Here, whatever the services we are utilizing, the cost is less. It is not any high cost which the customer is paying. Quality banking. The quality banking, because the quality services is provided to the person on time. Speed banking. Speed banking because the funds can be transferred from one account to another account with a very high speed. Service banking. Service banking is nothing but the e-commerce banking, means online shopping is possible from one place to another place with the help of e-banking. These are the few limitations. Limitations of e-banking. Startup cost. See, when the e-banking is started, the cost is very high. Training and maintenance. To train a person, giving a training to the bank employees, or giving some instruction or some training or some knowledge to their customer, that is also a very high. Security problem. Security is a big issue. This is a one limitation. Legal issue, because the customer cannot believe the e-banking because of many fraud. Online banking frauds are taking place. Password phishing. Password phishing is nothing but some criminals or fake website, fake emails are attracting the customer, and with this fake fraud thing or fake password, customer are losing their money. So these are limitations of e-banking. When we are talking about some advantages, we have few limitations also, where the e-banking, we can say e-banking is not safe to the customer. This is a very risky to the customer's account. Security issues. Security, what are the security issues? Security issues while banking online is to keep your password and PIN number a secret. When we are dealing with the online banking, that is e-banking, we have to keep our password, that is PIN number, a secret. If that is leaked by anyone or hacker hacked, that will be a very difficult to our account. Security of your personal computer is very important. When we are dealing with a personal computer, our internet banking is to be a very important to keep a safe side. Always install antivirus software to remove the viruses from the personal computer. Checking your bank statement regularly will help you to detect any transaction that has taken place without your knowledge. So when there is a e-banking, it's very important for the customer to check their bank regularly. If they are not checking their bank regularly, they will not know who is dealing with their bank accounts. While banking through the internet, make sure that banking session is secure. In addition to that, always remember to completely log off. When we are dealing with the e-banking, when we are dealing online transaction, we have to remember always we have to log off the account completely. Otherwise, the some person hack our account and log into our account and deal something to the something wrong to our account. Nowadays, banking institutions come up with a number of safety measures for ensuring secure internet banking. When there is a banking institution, they have to take some safety and security measures to give a proper internet banking facility to their customer. Then only this e-banking is successful. Thank you, one and all.